Good. Oh, man. Good morning. I had to catch myself because I don't want to get caught into that Good Morning Vietnam thing. Yeah, hey, I'm not trying to lift material all day. That is not my intention. So, went back to some Webby, lounge dwellers and bus riders, and got a comment. Asked if I had some time to check something new out. We do. We really do. Now, depends on what I'm going to find, where it ends up. That's the truth. So let's just, uh-oh. The smoking lounge is open for your recreational activity. All of the haters, sorry. I am drawing the line at my 420 friendly features. I actually just unfollowed a bunch of people because I see a trend coming, and I'll say it here because I don't know how many folks outside of the bus riders are going to watch this. Yeah, I know what side of the fence I land on, and I love tradition and family, and I like God, but I like weed. And this idea that the conservatives are going to get some control, and a few of them are going to use the weed as a leverage point to dehumanize or demoralize some of their peers. I don't care. Maybe you're hanging around with little virgin smokers who have problems, but some of us can smoke and you can't even tell that we're stoned or this or that. So there's a lot of judgmental people out there, and I doubt we're gonna go from, the current trends to some Puritan, oppressive, right? It's going to have to meet in the middle. I'm sure people understand that. But influencers like to pick at scabs all the time, and I'm just tired of it. Especially when none of them denounce drinking. And the fact that there's no lower state of consciousness than being drunk. I don't know. Bath salts, they're up there probably. That drinking makes people do stupid shit. And I just would argue always that they love pointing out bad people who smoke weed, but I doubt it's the weed that made them do the bad things. I just do. I don't know. I get frustrated. I'm just crying to the lounge. I'm just in the back of the bus saying, hey, why do they hate us? What the hell? The problem is I just wanted decriminalization. That's all I ever wanted. Stop with the criminalization. Do not make it profitable for anybody. Make it across the board just have it grow like the weed it is. And that's the difference. Stop profiting on everything and start getting inspired by some things.
Since I was a youngin', the switch you're flicking, you could see the change across the face. Used to wonder who's this person that I was becoming. When I was bugging with budget focus for next to nothing. I'm still pissed, but let's focus on the past tense. Cause back then I had friends feeling mad tense. Punching walls, acting wild, that's some Kyle shit. Travel defiled, throwing tantrums like a fucking child. Yeah, I go from 0 to 10. I play the villain and I'll switch back to hero again. Apologizing to my dearest of friends. I'll probably be a psychopath until I'm nearing my end. But where I get it from, a medical disposition. Genetics a big condition. It's never never been a decision. This mental war that I'm living in, sometimes it gets the best. Help me feel the pressure as it weighs down against my chest. Hide and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split up into two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. Hide and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split up into two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. My chosen potion was a potent beer. That shit could get really weird for anybody approaching near. But I don't need a
there's a chemical dependency admission.
who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. My chosen potion was a potent beer.
Something beer.
Mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. My chosen potion was a potent beer. That shit could get really weird for anybody approaching near. But I don't need a drink. This switching to a dick was probably at my worst before I even took a sip. Before I took a sip, was still raging out. Skater made it worse, but work awakened the demon now.
Oh, is he in the porn section there? That's awesome. Because I was going to acknowledge, because there's a heavy bars, right? There's heavy stuff going on here. So I'd love to focus just on that. But hi, I'm Rollen Green. This is Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. And sometimes it's Rollen wrecks your favorite songs. Sometimes it's Rollen gets a hell of a try. I want to dive into the deeper stuff, and I really do. But it does not escape me that we're in the porn section of the video store. It's a video store. I don't remember the last time I saw one of those. So I think that's awesome. Did I hear something about getting turned into an instant dick from drinking? Because, boy, there's why I can... well, that's why there's a beer bottle sitting... So, there was. That was just because I found gluten-free beer that I like. That's why I can drink a beer, but I can't have a shot of whiskey, right? One, I can relax after doing chores with a couple. The other one, I mix with some, whatever, and I start putting them away, and then 2 days later, I remember and I'm told what I did. No good. So I relate to that 100%. And owning that is important. Having multiple facets inside yourself is reality. We talk about that. Be the whole. You are the negative and positive. You are the whole. You are the package. It does both exist. It's how you, what do you do with them, right? So it sounds like he's saying, to me, it sounds like he's saying, I could have went with this side. I could have went with the psychopathy. I could have went with the crazy. But I believe he's saying he could have, because I think he went into the past. Where are we at? It's taking too long. I want to go back and hear from the beginning, but I got to finish the first playthrough.
Yeah, feeling like I wear a mask a lot. Rage suppressed, feeling fake, I gotta act a lot. My tombstone will probably say it when my casket drop.
Oh, yeah, no. See, putting on the false front, the facade. I talk about that all the time. That's why I personally, all my opinions are for entertainment purposes only. So if you get bent out of shape, you must realize that I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm telling you how I live my life, and you can either draw parallels or examples from it. That's the best I can do. I always hated when I went to see a therapist and the therapist told me what I should do. I wish he told me how he did things and I could maybe emulate the process, if that worked for me. But he didn't know me. So when he told me shit, I didn't want to listen. So as I address addiction and problems, I try to just relate it to me, not to being egotistical ass. But so I don't project any of what I don't know onto you. I don't know you from Adam or Eve. I don't know the steps you took, the path you walked to get to this point. So how could I have a all-encompassing, powerful answer? I'm not a priest. I don't believe those answers are right either. And I question if God is talking to you directly. So, it gets all crazy. I can only say, hey, this is what I try. And if it would work for you, these are usable tools. And accepting who I am, faults included, was a big part of that toolkit. And that's all up in this tune for sure, right? You having the tools to deal with both sides of it, to get through it all, to get to this point kind of thing. Gosh, I hope I'm not rambling too much. That the acting, right? So that's, yeah, just to make sure I'm on. The stronger you work on the shell, the stronger you make your shell, the stronger you build up your personal protections, the sooner no one will get through them, the sooner you're the only one left who can change you. See what I'm saying? You want help, but if you've put up a barrier so good that no one can get through and you won't let no one in, then the only person is you from the inside. Have to make those changes.
Yeah, feeling like I wear a mask a lot. Rage depressed, feeling fake, I gotta act a lot. My tombstone will probably say it when my casket drop. He lost an asshole, and yeah, I might be. My girl will feel this, but still wanna wife me. I might be a prick, but do the right thing like Spike Lee. Okay. And my grandfather was like me, so did I get it from him? That's most likely. My dad's side, it was the same way. His father an alcoholic who switch into high nightly. Hot and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split up into two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. Hot and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split up into two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive.
What did you think? What did you think? Did you think that Dr. Jekyll was falling in love with you? You with your cheap little dreams? What did you think, perhaps, that in him?
Oh, and to go back to something that Rollen enjoys, Paris Hilton tape for Rent. If the high point of your life is seeing a celebrity sex tape, I promise you, you need to get out more. Just get out more. Get a pastime, a hobby. Just saying. I don't hate on porn. But, you know, if you've got to see the celebrity stuff, you might be putting their value a lot higher than they should be. They're just people. Yep, they do things in the bedroom. Yep. Move on.
Or did you think, perhaps, that in him you saw a bit of me? Hide.
I didn't notice that at first. I didn't notice the seed to the eyes, the blacked out with the... I liked it. It took too long. Yeah, it sounds like, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, come on.
Since I was a youngin', the switch will flick and you can see the change across the face. Used to wonder who's this person that I was becoming. When I was bugging with bunch of fuckers for next to nothing. I'm still pissed, but let's focus on the past tense. Cause back then I had friends feeling mad tense. Punching walls, acting wild, that's some Kyle shit. Try wall defile, throwing tantrums like a fucking child. Yeah, I go from 0 to 10. I play the villain and I'll switch back to hero again. Apologizing to my dear dearest of friends. I'll probably be a psychopath until I'm nearing my end. But where I get it from, a medical disposition. Genetics a big condition. It's never been a decision. It's mental.
There's, so, to be honest, and why most of my opinions have to be for entertainment purposes only. Why did I have to make Peace in the Mirror? Because I don't actually know any of the genetics. None of my family members are my blood relatives. So because I'm a well-adjusted adopted child, I act like my father. I act like my family. I appear to fit in perfectly. But I can't use any of the genetic predisposition. So I don't have a grandpa Rollen to look at and go, that's where I get it from. Now, in my my real life, I do have a lot of examples of nurture over nature. I act like my father, even though he didn't create me. So that part's really interesting for me. And it's kind of what this dynamic is about. To become fairly well adjusted, I had to make a peace and understanding with not knowing who I ever was going to be in the mirror. I can only identify with the nurture side of my upbringing. I won't pay money to the people who contractually sold me as a baby. So there's no chance I'm going to pay them money to find out health aspects of my life. It sounds like they're double dipping. And I'm just grateful that my parents raised me like they loved me like their own child, because that's not always the case. But that all being said, allows me to take a different look at some of this stuff, because I don't have a genetic lineage to draw upon and go, oh, great grandpa Rollen, had an addictive personality too, Rollen. So I think you got it from him. It skipped a generation. But you're just like he was. See what I'm saying? None of that. I don't have no effing clue.
The war that I'm living in, sometimes it gets the best. On me feel the pressure as it weighs down against my chest. Hot and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split open to two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. Hot and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside.
Just in case you're new to the channel, I'm not telling you all this for some sob story. I'm telling you I relate. You want to know why I relate? Because the bad side of me put me in the joint. They gave me 18 felony points, so we can... I'm not talking on my asshole. I'm talking from a life of crime, drug addiction, and excess. Thank God I left that 18 years ago or so. But yeah, I spent the first half of my life making nothing but mistakes. So, when I hear something this deep, yeah, sometimes it makes me draw on all that shit. That's where I come from.
My personality split open to two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. My chosen potion was a potent beer. That shit could get really weird for anybody approaching near. But I don't need a drink. The switching through a dick was probably at my worst before I even took a sip. Before I took a sniff, was still raging out. Skater made it worse, but work awakened the demon now. Yeah, feeling like I wear a mask a lot. Rage suppressed, feeling fake, I gotta act a lot. My tombstone will probably say it when my casket drop. He lost an asshole, and yeah, I might be. My girl will feel this, but still wanna wife me. I might be a prick.
Yeah, sorry. Shit's fire. Yeah. She'll still wife me even if I'm a dick, because I don't put my hands on her. Sometimes I just put my foot down. There's a huge difference there. But yeah, I understand that completely.
But do the right thing like Spike Lee. Okay. And my grandfather was like me, so did I get it from him? That's most likely. My dad's side, it was the same way. His father an alcoholic who switched into high nightly. Hot and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split up into two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive. Hot and Jekyll, I keep the beast up inside. My personality split up into two sides. One is kind, the other one who subsides. In your mind is a menace who probably skin you alive.
What did you think? What did you think? Did you think that Dr. Jekyll was falling in love with you? You with your cheap little dreams? Or did you think perhaps that in him you saw a bit of me? Hide. Oh, but it confuses you, doesn't it? It isn't quite clear, is it?
Well, there you go. I hope that answers if I have time or not. I mean, I'm mostly kidding. I just appreciate something that comes out of left field from nowhere, and every now and then I like to grab the newest request and just do it. Being I'm at that level right now, I can do this stuff, so it's cool. I liked it. I mean, obviously, I went 21 minutes hard on this shit. Can't shut my mouth, so good stuff. I liked it. I'd listen to that again. Later.